Good day to all Shark Fanatics and welcome to the main event of the evening. We are here for a special Pro-Am Tag Team matchup featuring on one side Panday, Jerico, Bañares of Antipolo and the assassin James Lim of Bulacan squaring off against the Cobra, Ignacio of Piñas and Efraim Cruz of Mandaluyong. This is a 3-day 9-ball race to 75, and we will begin the first day of action. This match, of course, being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Time Sports Bar, and, of course, the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So we will have this match starting in just a few. So meanwhile, we'll go, of course, to some important announcements that we'd like to make.
Hello, this is only the beginning of a great new adventure in Philippine pool. In paving the way to our filing of a bill to support our Philippine billiards icon, especially the top of the list, Efraim Bata Reyes. It is with great pride that we welcome you all to the first ever Philippine 10-ball open.
And the 2022 Philippine 10-Ball Open presented by Congressman Arnie Teves and the BMPAP takes off on October 24 to 31, 2022. For an entrance fee of just 300 pesos, you can be part of the prize pool worth 1.5 million pesos. This will be a double knockout format tournament to be implemented in the early stages, and once we get to the top 64, single knockout format will be implemented with the eliminated player to pay for the game table. Registration will continue until October 16, 2022, with only 512 slots available. For inquiries, contact Ms. Nads Ramos at 0956-841-6602. That's 0956-841-6602. Look for Ms. Nads Ramos. This tournament being brought to you by the BMPAP, Bugsy Promotions, Hard Time Sports Bar, and of course, the Mecca of Pool Sharks. And of course, coming from October 14 to 16, we will have another blockbuster tag team match pairing one amateur with one pro. First off, we have team number 1, Edgy Marilao, Rodrigo Hanomo of Marilao, Bulacan, squares off against Quezon City's own Matinik Nino Campo. They'll take on the Denizens in RoboCop Dennis Orculio of Surigao del Sur and Quezon City's own the Transporter Dennis Po. This will be again a 3-night event, race to 75, 9-ball battle. And of course, this is being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Time Sports Bar, and of course, the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So that's coming from October 14-16. Of course, we have Antonio Vice-Lining, one of the stalwarts of Philippine Pool, taking on Dynamite Darren Appleton in what promises to be a classic East-West encounter. You can see that here only on Sharks the Mecca of Pool. Keep it tuned here for updates. And it won't just be Antonio Lining that Dynamite Darren Appleton will be facing. He'll also have a chance to take on a legend of Philippine Pool, Francisco Django Bustamante, in another epic encounter that showcases the finest players of Asia and Europe going head-to-head. Again, this match being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Hard Time Sports Bar, and the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here for updates on when this match will take off. And of course, the Fire Dragon Chang Jun Lin of Taiwan takes on the Philippines Kingpin Baseth Mukaibat. So this brings more international flavor as the powerhouse players of the Asia-Pacific region square off in what promises to be a great match that you can see here only on Sharks. So we'll be announcing the details for this match as it'll be made available. And aside from that, Chang Jun Lin will also have the chance to take on RoboCop Dennis Orculio, one of the two combatants in the upcoming tag team match. Of course, this will also be live and exclusive here on Sharks the Mecca of Pool. We'll be sure to announce the details for when this match between two of Asia's great money game kings will happen. So keep it tuned here to the Mecca of Pool as we will be sure to have the details. And so coming up right after this, we will have the blockbuster match. So stay tuned, folks, because hang on, because this will be it. The main event only here at the Mecca of Pool, Sharks. And we'll be right back with this in just a bit.
This is a new world of pool. Of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Good evening, Sharkanatics. My name is Cassie, and welcome to another edition of Sharks 9-Ball Showdown. For the first time in Sharks history, we will be having a tag team of our top-seeded amateur and professional players. This will be a 3-day event, Race to 75 9-ball battle, featuring from the first team, we have here Jerico, Panday, Bañares, James, Assassin Lim, and from the second team, we have Jeffrey, Cobra, Ignacio, and Efraim, Cruz. So, kamusta, Jerico?
Okay naman.
Okay. So, is it your first time to have an amateur player na partner?
Sa ganitong event, pero sa mga money game, madaming beses na.
Madaming beses na. So, is it your first time na makasama si James Lim?
First time.
Okay. So, knowing that James Lim ay isang left-handed player, ano ang magiging adjustment mo?
Wala, ganun pa rin. Kasi meron naman tirit na gagamitin pag di niya abot. So, basta enjoy na lang namin yung game.
Okay, thank you so much. Any message sa mga fans or family na nanonood right now?
Manood lang kayo, enjoy, and ayun, basta gagawin namin yung best namin.
Okay. Our top-seeded amateur player, James Lim. Kamusta, James?
Okay lang din.
Okay. So, binansagan ka first as babyface assassin dahil nga daw babyface ka. So, ilang taon na nga ba si James Lim?
25 years old.
Okay. So, as far as I know, ikaw ang pinakabatang amateur player na we have here in Sharks, right? Tama ba? Okay. So, since when did you start playing billiards and ano yung naka-influence sa'yo para maglaro ng billiards?
2014, nung nagkabilaran yung ate ko. Tapos nakita ko maglaro si Eji Marilao. Tapos yun na-inspire ako sa kanya.
Okay. So, is it your first time to have a ka-double na professional player?
Sa ganitong event din. Sa ganitong event, oo.
Okay. So, what are the preparations since you will be teaming with Jerico Bañares?
Matulog ng maaga, ganun. Tapos, kumain ng tama.
Okay. So, any message sa mga nanonood sa'yo or family mo na nanonood?
Nood lang po kayo dyan. At enjoy lang.
Medyo tahimik si James Lim. So, from our second team, Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio. Kamusta, Jeff?
I'm good.
Okay. So, is it your first time also na magkaroon na ka-doubles na amateur, I'm sorry?
Hindi naman. Madalas na. Pero dito sa event na to, ngayon lang. Pero sa labas, madalas naman may ka-partner ako na amateur.
Okay. So, since sa tingin mo pareho kayong right-handed, tingin mo ba lamang mo yon para sa kabilang team?
Hindi naman kasi hindi ko nakikita na may advantage kami sa laban na to kasi yung kabilang team is magaling din. So, gagawin na lang namin yung nararapat namin gawin.
Any message sa mga nanonood sa'yo right now or sa family na nanonood?
Sa lahat-lahat ng sumusuporta sa akin, maraming salamat sa patuloy na pagsuporta and sa pagtutok nyo rito sa Sharks. Enjoy lang lagi ang panonood and God bless sa inyo lahat. Thank you.
Okay. Our top-seeded amateur player, Efraim Cruz. Kamusta, Sir Rem?
Okay naman.
Okay. Is it your first time na magkaroon ng ka-doubles na professional player?
First time.
Ilan taon na nga ba si Rem Cruz?
35.
Okay, batang-bata pa. So, anong naging preparation mo since magiging ka-doubles mo ngayon si Jeffrey Ignacio?
Nag-ensayo. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, laruin lang daw lang namin kahit matalo manalo. Basta gawin namin yung best namin.
Okay. So anyone na gustong batiin or sa mga nanonood, anong gusto mong sabihin?
Basta supportahan nyo lang yung Sharks, tapos mga manonood, enjoy lang.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck. So for day 1, will it be Team Bañares Liu or will it be Ignacio Cruz? We'll find out soon only here at Sharks, the Mecca of Pool.
And we will begin in just a few minutes this blockbuster matchup. This will feature Jerico Bañares and James Lim on one side, facing off Jeffrey Ignacio and Efraim Cruz on the other. So this is going to be a 3-day race to 75. And we will be observing the Scotch doubles format for those who are asking, meaning that the players will alternate shots throughout the rack. So that means if, let's say, for example, Jericho starts the break, then James will will take the next shot, and then they'll alternate until they complete the rack or until they lose their turn. So that's going to be the format that we're going to follow for tonight. And we are looking forward to, again, what promises to be a spectacular, splendiferous encounter here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. Of course, we'd like to thank, of course, Ms. Cassie and, of course, the rest of the cast who have helped make this game possible. So we are going to start this match in just a few minutes. So we'll just be right back after this. And of course, tonight's game being held live from the Sharks Arena in Quezon City, Philippines, as we get to feature, of course, one pro, one amateur per team, and this is the lag for the break, and it looks like the team of Jeffrey Ignacio and Efraim Cruz will be up to break. Well, rather, sorry, it will be the team of Jerico Bañares and James Lim will be up to break. And James will have first honors, so as he'll kick off this 3-day blockbuster encounter. Again, this will be, of course, being brought to you exclusively here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. And that break was brought to you by Europa Commercial. So we can see here the 8-ball just landing right in front of the 1. So this is going to leave... Push. This is going to leave Jerico Bañares to do the push out. And looks like Jeffrey Ignacio is up next. He's looking at this shot. And as we mentioned, this is a push out. So the official thing here will be, it will be a battle of these two teams in Scotch doubles format. So Jeffrey decides to return it to Jericho, and looks like Jericho will have the opportunity to do something with the push out. And doesn't quite go behind the 9-ball as he had hoped. So as we mentioned here, this is a Scotch doubles match, meaning that the players will alternate between taking shots. So this will be from the break until either the rack is completed or until they lose their turn. So this is the same format that's been used in a lot of doubles tournaments, such as the World Cup of Pool, most famously. And of course, The Philippines has been the most successful country in the World Cup of Pool with 3 championships since the tournament was established.
Winner, Ignacio and Cruz.
And they draw first blood here. The team of Jeffrey, Ignacio, and Efraim Cruz take the first rack here. As we see here, very focused and determined play by Team Ignacio and Cruz. So Team Jeffrey showing us fantastic performance there. And of course, if you want to be a member of the roster that is Sharks, feel free to contact Mr. Alex Parker at 0916-466-4695. Again, that's 0916-466-4695. The man to contact is Mr. Alex Parker. All screenings are held at the Hard Time Sports Bar at Timog Avenue, Barangay South Triangle, Quezon City, from Sundays starting at 3 p.m. So if you want a chance to be a part of the great roster of talent that is Sharks, then of course we please take this opportunity and contact our commissioner, Mr. Alex Parker, and so we can schedule you for your screening. So of course, this is going to be a great match. As we said here, right now we're at 1-0 right now. And this is still early goings, so we're going to see how this match is going to proceed. And up next to break will be Cobra Jeffrey Ignacio, with that break brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And looks like a pretty nice layout here. So this is going to give Team Jeffrey a bit of an edge here as they get to start. So this is, of course, a match that we've all been so many of us have been waiting for. So for the first time ever, we're doing a team up where 1 amateur and 1 pro join forces to take on an opposing team of a pro and an amateur. There we go. That one. And so far, both players playing in sync here. Oh no, and looks like Efraim Cruz not quite getting that one, but then again he didn't have the best position either, and that's going to leave James Lim from Team Bañares and Lim to take advantage. And we have a deadlock match here at 1 rack apiece. So see here, unfortunately missing it wide, and then the kiss ends up sending the cue ball into that side pocket And that's all she wrote there. And of course, this match will definitely continue as we are tied at 1-1. So this tag team exclusive match will continue here on Sharks right after this.
Break.
And up next to break is Jerico Banaras. And that break brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And Jericho gets that to fall. And that's going to leave James Lim with the 2. Of course, a great start there. So Jerico Bañares and James Lim on this team. They are taking on this rack. And it looks like Jerico Bañares to take it out with a 5-9 combo. Excellent work there.
Bañares and Lim.
So Jerico Bañares and James Lim put that away. So Team Jericho takes that one. And you'll see the 1 go down at the far corner. And the layout's pretty straightforward. But of course that 5-9 combination just too tempting to not take. Great job on that. And of course,
World of Pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
coming soon to Sharks, Antonio Vice-Leaning squares off with Darren Dynamite Appleton in what promises to be a classic encounter of East versus West. This match is exclusively here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks, so keep it tuned here for the latest updates. And moving over to our social media now, Eric Mendoza says, good evening, every all, watching from Madrid, España, Manila. Well, yeah. Well, we know which España this is. And of course, thanks so much for supporting Sharks and for being here to watch the action live. Of course, a fantastic effort here as we see Jerico Bañares and James Lim move out to front with a 2-1 lead. And we are going to see an alternate break format here. So that break brought to you by Ropa Commercials. Efraim Cruz makes the break there. But looks like he's ended up dry on this one.
Push.
So we'll go for the push out here.
Option.
So it looks like Jerico Bañares goading his opponents into taking the jump. But looks like he'll send it back.
Ano kasi? Ay, hindi. Si Rem na. Si Sila man kaya kasi nag-break sila yung tapos ikaw nag-push. Return.
So again, this is live here, and here's the jump cue being taken out by Jerico Bañares. And he missed that jump, but that was a very nice effort from that angle. So you can see here, he does leave a shot on the 1. Efraim Cruz now looking to pull out the extension and get to the 1. Looks like Ignacio and Cruz will tie this up at 2 racks apiece. And coming soon, the Sharks, Francisco Django Bustamante squares off against Darren Dynamite Appleton in an epic battle of Europe versus Asia. This match is being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Hard Time Sports Bar, and the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here for further updates. So right now we are tied at 2-2, and up next to break will be Team Bañares and Lim. They'll be up next to break, and we'll just be counting down here this rack. Of course, we want to thank everyone who's tuned in today. We hope that you enjoyed this. This is day 1 of the tag team special between Jerico Bañares and James Lim versus Jeffrey Ignacio and Efraim Cruz. As we said here, this is going to be
Break.
James Lim up to break. That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial, and that looks like a dry break.
Diretso ba? 4?
Hindi naman.
Winner, Ignacio and Cruz.
And that abbreviated rack, Jeffrey Ignacio and Efraim Cruz putting it away. So you've seen here Jeffrey Ignacio take advantage of that 5-9. And coming up next to break will be the Cobra Jeffrey Ignacio. He'll be breaking for his team, and we will be right back after this.
Secret weapon of champions. To perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon to Sharks, the Fire Dragon Chang Junlin takes on the Kingpin Baseth Mokaibat. This is a battle of the Philippines and Taiwan. Two great players will square off here at the Mega Pool Sharks, so we'll be sure to share the updates once they're made available. Moving over to our Facebook live chat here, Menzi Mendoza is shouting out from sunny Wesley Chapel over in Florida, which is just outside Tampa, the city of Tampa. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, Menzi. We hope you're enjoying this. And also, NJ Pool Player, I assume this means New Jersey Pool Player, is saying thanks for the stream. Hashtags Sharks, hashtag I catch Sharks. Well, thank you so much for tuning in as well. And we hope that you are enjoying day one of this classic tag team encounter featuring one amateur and one pro from each team. And that break was brought to you by Europa Commercial. And you'll see here, looks like he might still be able to curve it around for the 2. So Efraim Cruz looking for this shot.
Extension.
Extension.
Kailangan ko na.
Extension.
Great masse right there by Jerico Bañares. Nice move. And he basically leaves James Slim a long but still makeable shot. The question will just be how to get to position for that 4 ball, which will then be Jericho's turn to shoot. So, as we mentioned here, Scotch doubles format, meaning that the players alternate with every shot until either their turn is finished or until they lose their turn. So there you go. James Lim managing to delicately get into that pocket, although it took a little more effort to get down there. And that hits the mouth of that pocket. So Jameson wants to get into good position here. He's just checking where the 7 is. Of of course, this is a great match here being brought to you exclusively here at Sharks. So, of course, you want to share this with your friends, let them know about this. Just tell them to go to YouTube or Facebook and look for Sharks 9 Ball. Yeah, that's Sharks, then the number 9, not spelled out. It's the number 9 itself, and then Ball. So that's Sharks 9 Ball for more great action here at the Mecca of Pool.
Winner, Bañares Lim.
So Team Bañares and Lim with a strong finish there. As they take advantage, you'll see this great masse right here off the rail by Jerico Bañares, and then this delicate shot by James Lim as he manages to get at just the right speed to fall in that pocket. And of course, both of them operating very efficiently here. Looks like we have quite a match here that's going to go on. And coming up next is Jerico Bañares, the man called Panday from Antipolo City. And Panday, by the way, is the English word for blacksmith. So the blacksmith will be back to battle it out here. And we'll be right back after this break.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And the Black Tiger, Carlo Biado, the reigning defending U.S. Open champion, takes on the Fire Dragon Chang Chun Lin. This match coming soon to Sharks, so keep it tuned here for updates. And we are tied at 3, so far neither team getting out to any real strong advantage here. Although, of course, both teams have really potent professionals and amateurs on their in their ranks. So this is going to be quite a match here. And over at Facebook, Luis Valencia says, nagkatotoo rin yung naisip ko lang dati. Amateur plus pro doubles. Well, thank you so much for that, Luis, and we hope you're enjoying this. And magkakaroon pa po kami ng isa pang match coming up from October 14 to 16 na ganito rin. So we hope you watch that. And in the meantime, this break was brought to you by Europa Commercial. And as we can see here, the 2-ball, well, he might go, there's the 2-3 might be a combination. And it looks like James and Jerico discussing a little strategy here, whether to play it safe or go for it. So we'll see what James Slim consulting with his partner Jerico Bañares, and Jerico saying, yeah, go for the combo. Looks like he's pushing him for it.
Extension.
And he decides to go play safe. Nicely defended shot there. Well defended.
Extension sa lahat.
And just to make this clear also, the extensions are granted, so it's basically one extension per rack per team. So that means each team gets just, each side, regardless of who's shooting, gets just one extension. So that's something to consider here, which is why there's going to be quite a bit of discussion between the players, especially when the shots get difficult. And James Lim gets that out of the way. I mean, leaves the 4 a little longer than that, but we know that Jerico Bañares is very capable here. He's just looking at where to position the 4 so he can get to the 6. Wow, that was close. So it looks like he hits the 6 ball, so that's going to be an interesting situation here since the angle's not quite enough. They're checking if they can still get it into the side here because it's going to be a pretty thin cut. And of course, controlling the ball will be very difficult, will be challenging as well. Nicely played by James Lim as he manages to get it to within good range of that 7 ball. And this looks like it's going to be all said and done. When it's all said and done, this looks like it's going to be a very straightforward follow here just to get to the bottom rail. Once he gets it close up to the bottom rail, he'll be fine.
Winner, Bañares and
Of
Lim.
course, great effort again. Jerico Banaras and James Lim showing great team effort here as they communicated through the rack, trying to figure out how to finish it, and they completed. So see here, great break. Nice solid break there. And some nice defense as well played later on. And this led to the run out. Of course, going over to our YouTube channel, Anthony Keller, great to see you here online. And he mentioned Sharks is getting known around the world for its great games. I was at Darren Appleton's YouTube channel and saw a comment from someone in the US about Darren's upcoming matches here. And yes, that is true. We will have Darren Appleton facing off in some blockbuster matches here. So coming up next, Efraim Cruz representing his team will take to break. The man from Mandaluyong will be up next right after this.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Here.
Break.
Well,
Extension.
looks like the magic is strong here. And this is very enjoyable here. Again, to Anthony Keller, thanks for mentioning that comment from someone on Darren Appleton's YouTube channel about his featuring his matches coming up here in the Philippines. And yes, that's true. His matches will be facing, of course.
Winner, Bañares Lim.
So we'll switch to this one again. Congratulations to. So sorry for, we apologize for the difficulties here. Might have been a bit of an audio snafu here, but anyway, James Lim representing Team Lim and Bañares will be up to break, and the businessman from Bulacan is up next. And of course, we'd like to congratulate the winner of our second event, the one that preceded this main event. The winner is Zimatarsi himself, George Ong of Quezon City. Fantastic performance here as he finished with the championship. So, of course, the podium finishes are 7, 4, and 2. So that's our podium finishing pattern, 7, 4, and 2. So congratulations again to George Ong, Zimatarsi from Quezon City. And great job there. So as we go back here again, Jason de Guzman mentioning here in our live chat here on Facebook that Carlo Biado is in great form here at the US Open, and it's live right now on Matchroom, so you can check it out as well. And so far he is beating Alex Pagulayan, who represents Canada, who's representing Canada currently, although he represented the Philippines at one point after winning the World Pool Championship. And of course, Nick Patrick says, "Hello, Sharks and and Sharkanatics, and let's go Ignacio Cruz. And meanwhile, that break was brought to you by Ropo Commercial. So again, great to see you here. You'll see that break. Very solid break right there. 3 balls going down. That was a very nice break there. And Jerico Bañares now staying close by as his partner James Lim continues to goes for the next shot there. So again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in to this blockbuster main event. This is a 3-day race to 75, as we've mentioned. I stand corrected there. Biado appears to be playing Dalobar Nicolin. So great. So we stand corrected there. Thank you for pointing that out, Nick Patrick. Thank you so much for mentioning it. Well, anyway, this is still it's still a 6-point. So basically 6-0 for Carlo Biado, the defending U.S. Open champion, beating so far, going on a tear against Dalibor Nicolin.
Winner, Bañares Lim.
And Team Bañares and Lim does it again. And they're getting out in front here. They are up now 6-3. And again, let's see that break again. Let's see that break. Beautifully done. 3 balls down. Somehow manages to keep the cue ball on the table. And we are seeing here excellence at work. And it looks like we're going to have another break from the side. This time it's Jeffrey Ignacio who'll be breaking. The Cobra from Las Piñas will be up next.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And of course, the winner of our one-on-one race to 75 which ran from October 7 to 9. The winner, Antonio Weisslining of Oriental Mindoro, where he beat Albert Espinola by a score of 75 to 61, if I have that correct. And of course, he had a great, solid performance there. And congratulations again to Weiss from all of us here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks, Bugsy Promotions, and Hard Times Sports Bar. So we're trying to keep tabs here of what's going on as well. Right now, Team Bañares and Lim are out in front 6-3. But with Jeffrey Ignacio up to break, he may just be able to bring them back in. And right now, as we said here, this is a 3-day race to 75, and this is our main event from October 10 to 12. That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And this looks like a dry break. Great shot there. Well, a little closer to the 2 than he might like, but James Lim gets that to fall. like he's trying to play defense, but I think he might have left an opening.
Wala ka na lang na.
Hindi, gamit ka lang dito. Kapalag mo siya ng epektos. Ayun, kapalang epektos para
And he hides it behind the 6. Great play there. He kicks that one. Oh, it looks like it might go in. It might go in. And it does. So it goes into the side. Well, he'll take it. And that's going to be one less ball to worry about. So the 4 ball now is the next challenge. And Jerico Bañares showing the skill that's kept him well in control. And that will give them a 7-3 lead as Team Bañares and Lim running out in front, taking advantage of the dry break and getting it done here. And of course, we'll get to see here some great play as the two working excellently in tandem to put this rack firmly in their grasp. And that's all she wrote there. So our scoreline is now 7-3. And Jerico Bañares from Antipolo City is up next to break right after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Code Jump Cues and tips are now available at the Hard Time Sports Bar, or you can contact Mr. Jojo Sanchez at 0920-923-8752. So again, you can contact Mr. Jojo Sanchez at 0920-923-8752, or drop by the Hard Time Sports Bar to get your Q tips and jump cues. And if you want to be a member of the Sharks family of talent, feel free to contact our Commissioner, Mr. Alex Parker, at 0916-466-4695. Again, that's 0916-466-4695. Look for Mr. Alex Parker. All screenings will be held Sundays starting at 3 p.m. at the Hard Time Sports Bar over at Timog Avenue, Barangay South Triangle, Quezon City. So right now, we're just also monitoring the results here for the U.S. Open. Currently, Carlo Biado, is the defending champion, is ahead 8-0 of his opponent, Nicolin Dalibor. So That's so far great performance. So far, he's looking good in defending his title here. And that break was brought to you by Robo Commercial. And he got the 1 and the 2, but on the break, but the 3 is being hidden by is being partially blocked here. So, because it's right up against the 6, which limits where he can go.
Push.
So he'll go for the push. Push out.
Option.
Oh, nearly got that to fall. Jeffrey Ignacio went for it, but couldn't quite get it. And by the way, the U.S. Open is being covered currently by Matchroom Sports. So if you are interested in watching that, you can also check out Matchroom Sport for the results and for live matches. And of course, that foul, very uncharacteristic there, as you see it here. He tries to make a kick, but unfortunately ends up rolling it into the pocket, and Rem Cruz to take this out. Oh no. Well, that's not good because they're already start trailing by 4 racks. And this will give Team Bañares and Lim the chance to continue building that lead. Of course, over on Facebook, Marilyn Petilla Almenario says, "Good evening, Sharkanatics." And Botsky Sobrino says, "Hi from High River over in Alberta, Canada." So great to see that we have a fan also watching over in Canada, in the Great White North. So thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, a lot of action still ongoing here. But right now, Team Bañares and Lim doing a lot of damage here as they have continued to take advantage of the little miscues from their opponents.
Winner.
And that's going to give them an 8-3 lead here. So fantastic performance by Jerico Bañares and James Lim. So we'll start with a break here. Obviously, Jerico Bañares getting 2 balls down, but the balls weren't exactly very well spread out. And then when this opening came up, it was all she wrote for this match, as this rack became another score in the line. And Efraim Cruz, representing Team Ignacio and Cruz, will be up next to break, and we will be right back.
Warmest greetings to the organizers and participants of the Philippine 10 Ball Open. The local government of Quezon City recognizes the value of engaging the youth of our communities in sports, as this teaches them important life values such as discipline, teamwork, and dedication. We also appreciate billiards as an inclusive sport where age or gender are not barriers towards success. We hope that this initiative may encourage more Filipinos to train for billiards, that they may add to our prestigious roster of world-class athletes. It is therefore with great pride that I welcome you all to the Philippine 10-Ball Open. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
And of course, coming from October 14th to 16, we will have yet another tag team special pairing one professional player and one amateur player per team. So team number 1 will be Rodrigo Geronimo and Nino Campo squaring off against the two Dennises in Dennis Orculio and Dennis Po on the other. And this match being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Time Sports Bar, and the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So this is coming from October 14-16. It's also a 3-night event with Race to 75, and the rules will be exactly the same for that match as with this one. So that means that World 9-ball rules will apply, and this will be a Scotch doubles match. So Efraim Cruz to break. So, not the easiest of positions here. And Jerico Bañares trying to figure out what to do from here. And it's now 9-3 in favor of Team Bañares and Lim, as they have been taking advantage of the poor breaks here from their opponents, and they've been able to perform very solidly as a unit here. And James Lim will be up next to break. And yes, like he says it, I love this game, and so do we. So check this out. We'll be right back after the break to continue this 3-night event special.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
And coming soon to Sharks, of course, Antonio Vice Lining takes on Darren Dynamite Appleton. It's a battle of Asia versus Europe, and what promises to be a classic match that you'll see exclusively here at the Mecca of Pool, Sharks. So keep checking our official channels for updates. For the meantime, we're doing a quick recap of what's happening at the U.S. Open. So far, Carlo Biado leading his opponent Nicolin Dalibor with a scoreline of 8-1. And of course, Alex Pagulayan currently representing Canada, but has represented the Philippines at one point, is up 8-1 over Harshit Kedia. And of course, we have a lot of other matches, and we have a bunch of other Filipino players competing in that tournament. We'll have updates for that as that goes on. And for the meantime, James Lim will be up to break for his team.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And Jerico Bañares decides to play some defense as he places the cue ball right up next, right snuggled up with that 8 ball. So that's going to force a lot of tricky shots here.
Open yan
So we can see here the referee just making sure that the balls are properly placed. And again, difficult situation here for Jeffrey Ignacio. Well, he manages to hit the cue ball, the 1 ball, but he might have left a shot here. And that's to
Bañares,
go up 10-3. And so far, Team Bañares and Lim have been dominant, taking advantage of the opportunities thrown their way. And coming up next will be Jeffrey Ignacio, hoping to get their team back into contention. We'll be right back after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon to Sharks, Francisco Django Bustamante battles Darren Dynamite Appleton in another classic encounter. You get to see it here exclusively at the Mecca Pool Sharks, so keep it tuned here for further updates. So right now, Bañares and Lim jumping out to a 10-3 lead against Ignacio and Cruz. And looks like Jeffrey Ignacio planning is up to break, and he hopes to snap the dry spell with this break. But for the meantime, as we said here, Carlo Biado, the reigning defending U.S. Open champion, has handily won his match over Dalibor Nicolin with a score of 9-1. So the defending champion definitely looking good as he hopes to repeat his run as U.S. Open champion.
Break.
And this break is brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And not the most straightforward layout here, which has partly been a problem for Team Ignacio and Cruz. Wonder if it looks like he might have gotten just enough of it. And that's going to be a tricky shot there. Jerico Bañares, as he takes a look at both angles, trying to figure out if he can hit the two. Oh, and he got it to go into the side. Great job there. And it looks like James Lim now. He's going to have a little less work to do here. This is to go up 11-3.
Winner.
And just like
Bañares
that,
Lim.
Team Bañares and Lim have sprinted out to an 8-rack lead in this match. And coming up next to break will be Panday, Jerico, Bañares, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, and he'll be up next to break. So check this out. We'll be right back, and we'll see if Team Bañares and Lim can maintain that momentum, or if there's going to be a change.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon to Sharks, the Fire Dragon Chang Chun-Lin takes on the Philippines Kingpin Baseth Mokaibat, exclusively available here at the Mega of Pool Sharks. So keep checking out the official Sharks YouTube and Facebook channels for updates. Eleven to 3. Never thought we'd get to this point, but here we are. So just gonna wait for the next rack. In the meantime, of course, Jerico, Bañares, and Jameson have played very solidly together, and they have managed to combine their skills into one more effective weapon. Now we'll get to see if Panday can continue it for the team.
10 seconds. Break.
That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. As we can see here, Team Ignacio and Cruz back on the table, and they're hoping that this will be the opportunity for them to get back in command.
Option. Return.
Oh, looks like he got the one to go in. So that's going to count. But that's still going to leave a bank shot for them to go for. And great shot on that bank earlier. Oh, but they missed that one. And looks like he might have gotten away with a safety here.
Hindi ko pwede sabihin eh. Tama naman. Hindi ko pwede sabihin.
So far, Team Bañares and Lim dissecting this rack as methodically as they can.
Stop.
So Team Bañares and Lim still on a tear, refusing to give an inch to their opponents. And looks like despite that hit, will be a problem for Panday. And that's a 12-3 scoreline in favor of Bañares and Lim as they continue a strong performance that started just earlier tonight. And coming up next to break, Efraim Cruz of Mandaluyong City will be up to break, and we will be right back.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon, the Sharks. Carlo the Black Tiger Biado, the reigning defending U.S. Open champion, takes on the Fire Dragon Chang Jun Lin of Taiwan. This blockbuster match can be seen only here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks, so keep it tuned here for updates. And the score is 12-3 as Bañares and Lim roaring out to a good start thanks to some good breaks and taking advantage of some errors from Team Ignacio and Cruz. Can they continue this hot pace? Well, we are going to see what happens next when Efraim Cruz will be up to break.
Break.
That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And this time it's Team Ignacio and Cruz off to a good start.
Extension.
Extension.
Oh, that was a big miss there. And it looks like another opening again for Team Bañares and Lim to come in and take advantage.
Extension.
Oh, wow. That was a rather tricky angle already, but as we can see here, Jerico Bañares not happy with the result. And that's going to open the door back for Team Ignacio and Cruz. And this to stop the strong run here, to cut it back to 12-4. And we are looking here, finally, this may be the signs of life that Team Ignacio and Cruz were waiting for. So we can take a look here. James Lim will be up next to break, and he's hoping that he can get them back on the winning track after what happened here. And we'll be right back.
Warmest greetings to the organizers and participants of the Philippine 10 Ball Open. The local government of Quezon City recognizes the value of engaging the youth of our communities in sports, as this teaches them important life values such as discipline, teamwork, and dedication. We also appreciate billiards as an inclusive sport where age or gender are not barriers towards success. We hope that this initiative may encourage more Filipinos to train for billiards, that they may add to our prestigious roster of world-class athletes. It is therefore with great pride that I welcome you all to the Philippine 10 Ball Open. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Coming soon, the Sharks, Robocop Dennis Orcolio takes on the Fire Dragon Chang Chun Lin in a battle of the epic Money Game Kings. That's coming soon here on Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. Keep it tuned here for the latest updates. So Team Bañares and Lim still ahead by 8 racks over Team Ignacio and Cruz. But James Lim will be up to break. This match being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Times Sports Bar, and of course the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So this is a 3-night event, race to 75. So day one will end whichever team gets to 25 racks first. And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. They got a shot on the one, looks like. The issue here will be how to make sure to get around for the 2, because the 2 does not seem to have any direct pocket. So we'll see what... Oh, that was a miss there. So Jeffrey Ignacio with a miss. And that will send Jerico Bañares to the table as he hopes to get his team back on the winning track. and obviously forcing the safety play there. So he's going to force Efraim Cruz to come up with a little defense here.
Attention.
Attention.
Perfecto sa nung sa ilalim ng kotse. Sa gawin mo perfecto.
Oh, that looks like it's a foul. So with that foul, Team Bañares and Lim are back on the table. And it looks like James Lim will have a very easy shot to get for that one. And looks like Jerico already suggested to him to bring it up to the side there so that he could go for the 2-9 in the side pocket. They're hoping to end this rack right here. And excellent shot there as Team Bañares and Lim goes up 13-4. And over at Facebook, good evening, Charmaine Algara says, good evening, Shark Fanatics, and happy birthday to me. Well, happy birthday to you, Charmaine, and thank you for watching, of course, this blockbuster match here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So as you can see there, Jerico Bañares taking advantage of that finish. And coming up next, the Cobra from Las Piñas, Jeffrey Ignacio, will be up to break. And we'll be right back for more action.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Congratulations to the winner of our Top Guns event from earlier today, the Lone Wolf JPC of Manila. Congratulations from all of us here at Sharks, the Mecca Pool, as well as Bugsy Promotions and Hard Times Sports Bar. So, of course, winning the 3-man Top Guns challenge from this morning. It's a great effort by the Lone Wolf JPC from Manila. The score right now is 13-4. Still a 9-rack lead as Team Bañares and Lim are halfway to closing out day one.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And a quick peep here over on Facebook from one of our commentators, one of the members of the Sharks team here, Dennis Po. So says, hi Cannon, good evening Shark Fanatics, and please greet my mother Gia Montezon a happy birthday. So happy birthday po to Tita Gia. Happy birthday, Tita. We hope you're having a great day, and of course we hope that you will. And of course, we want you to know that your son, of course, will be taking part in an awesome match. He'll be teaming up with Dennis Orcolio from the 14th to the 16th. So that's going to be a very good one there. And of course, congratulations. And of course, again, happy birthday to Gia Montezon, the mother of one of our players here. And one of our commentators and a fellow commentator here at Sharks, Mr. Dennis the Transporter Po, aka Dennis Pro. Of course, we are watching here as Team Ignacio trying to mount a rally here before they fall too far behind. Right now, we're checking this, and while we're doing that, we're also trying to check some scores, results here. They tried to go for the 2-9, but somehow couldn't get it done. The same shot that basically ended the previous rack couldn't quite pull it off there. And this is going to force James Lim to go around and use a bit of spin on this. Hits it thin. And right, of course, let's take a quick check here at the U.S. Open results. Carlo Biado victorious 9-1 over Nikolin Dalibor of Serbia. So basically, Carlo Biado starts his defense of the U.S. Open title on a high note here. And of course, other notable players who have advanced include Ralph Souquet of Germany, who beat Justin Stock of the U.S. in a 9-0 whitewash. And then Elliot Sanderson of the U.K. beating Scott Haas of the U.S. by a score of 9-4. And Dang Tan Kien of Vietnam beating Samuel Henderson of the U.S. 9-3. And then Alex Pagulayan representing Canada defeating Harshit Kedia, who representing India by a score of 9-2. And of course, Kopin Yi, one of the other notable players here, finishing with a 9-2 win over Ben Crawley of Australia. Max Lechner of Austria defeating Chad Bazinet of the U.S. 9-5. And then Alan Rolon Rosado of Puerto Rico defeating Marcel Price of the UK 9-3. Daniel Gutenberger of Austria defeating Bader Al-Krian of Kuwait. And Jonas Suto Comino of Spain defeating Joe Spence 9-2. And of course, Mieszko Fortunski from Poland sweeping Mike Saleh of the U.S. 9-0. And then Wojciech Swesik from Poland, if I got that correct, defeating Juan Jose Rosa of Puerto Rico 9-1. And Jesus Atencio of Colombia defeating Esteban Robles 9-2 from Costa Rica. And Alex Kazakis of Greece defeating Ricardo Carcamo of the U.S. 9-2. And David Alcaide from Spain, another notable name, winning 9-0 over Canada's Brad Guthrie. Chris Melling of the UK defeating Samuel Dees of the US 9-1. And Billy Thorpe of the US defeating Jason Robichaud of Canada 9-3. And with that run there, Efraim Cruz and Jeffrey Ignacio maintaining their control on this rack despite missing that opportunity there to end it. Well, they showed us what they could do here as they now continue their way back up here. And Jerico Bañares will be up next to break, and we'll be right back with the rest of this match in just a few.
Hello, this is only the beginning of a great new adventure in Philippine pool. In paving the way to our filing of a bill to support our Philippine billiards icon, especially the top of the list, Efraim Bata Reyes. It is with great pride that we welcome you all to the first ever Philippine 10-Ball Open.
Of course, the 2022 Philippine 10-Ball Open presented by Congressman Arnie Teves of Negros Occidental and the BMPAP will take place from October 24 to 31, 2022. For an entrance fee of just 300 pesos, you can be part of the prize pool worth 1.5 million pesos. This will be double knockout for the opening stages, to be followed by single knockout once we reach the top 64, and each eliminated player at that point will be paying for the game table. Registrations until October 16, 2022, with only 512 slots total available for this tournament. For inquiries, contact Ms. Nads Ramos at 0956 841 6602. Again, that's 0956 841 6602. Contact Ms. Nads Ramos. This tournament is also being brought to you by the BMPAP, Bugsy Promotions, Hard Time Sports Bar, and of course the Mecca of Pool Sharks. And we'll be broadcasting select matches of the Philippine 10 Ball Open here, and we'll have more details on that as soon as they're available. So for now, we go back to the match, and this break brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And no shot on, again there, no shot on the one. So the referee just making sure to remove the racking device, which is a turtle rack that we use here. So it's like James Lim will take a kick, or play a push out here. So he's going to be challenging Jeffrey Ignacio to go for this. And great attempt there. So looks like Jerico Bañares will go kick around that. And while he didn't get the total safety he wanted, he still has left his opponents a very tough situation here. It's Efraim Cruz and Jeffrey Ignacio discussing strategy here on what to do with his shot. So he takes that, and he does not leave an open shot there. It's going to be a long one. Wow, he got it safe too. That's nice. And looks like another counter safe works great here. So the one ball now hiding behind that 5. And this looks like it's going to go open. So this looks like the opportunity for Jerico Bañares and James Lim to build that lead back up. the lead is stretched back to 9 as James Lim closing that on the 9. Efraim Cruz will be up next to break for Team Ignacio and Cruz. His call center agent from Mandaluyong will be up next, and we'll be right back.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
And of course, coming from October 14 to 16, it'll be another tag team match up as Rodrigo Geronimo of Marilao, Bulacan teams up with Nino Campo of Quezon City to take on Dennis Orculio of Surigao del Sur and Dennis Po of Quezon City in another 3-night event race to 75 in 9-ball. This is being brought to you by Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Times Sports Bar, and of course the Metcalf Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here. We'll be having the first day of this match starting on October 14th, and this will run until October 16th. So it's basically the same exact type of match that we have for this particular installment. So we hope to see you there. And of course, Mang Ambo over at YouTube saying the babyface assassin is shooting like a pro, and who are we to disagree? James Lim has been solid so far. And Efraim Cruz will go to break. And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. This looks like a good break with the spread of the balls. Looks like we're not sure if that was the plan there. It's a much longer shot than Jeffrey Dash was expecting, but nonetheless takes care of business there. Great shot, but now leaves a difficult 5. Well, he just has to be careful here because that 5 is still going quite a long ways away from the pocket.
Extension.
Extension.
And he gets it to go. Great job there. And this might be the 6-9 combo. So we're going to see if Jeffrey Ignacio will go for it. Looks like he's going for it. 6-9 for the win. Oh, but he gets... Whoa, nearly got the 9 to go in that other pocket. But the 6 still goes in. And that's going to leave a long shot for the 7. Oh no, that's not what he wanted. And that's going to hurt. It's going to give Jerico, Bañares, and James Lim the opening, as it looks like this will be academic at this point.
Winner, Bañares Lim.
And with that score, Bañares and Lim lead Ignacio and Cruz 15-5. And this is the shot that cost them this rack. And from there, it would be all Bañares and Lim. And James Lim will be up next to break. The businessman from Bulacan will try and keep things in their corner. And we'll be right back after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And coming soon, the Sharks. Antonio Weichlining, one of the generals of pool here in the Philippines, will take on Darren Dynamite Appleton. So it'll be England versus the Philippines squaring off. So who will win this encounter, epic encounter? Of course, you have to tune into Sharks to find out. And we'll be sure to announce updates on this match as soon as they become available.
Break.
And this break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. Nice break there by James Lim, wanting to stamp his team's mark on this rack. Of course, great effort there. And over here on YouTube, I believe, let me see if I have this correct, Alexander Dordevich from Serbia says, greetings from Serbia, great matchup, great players. Thank you so much for watching us over from Serbia, Alexander. We hope that you're doing well where you are in Europe. Great to hear that. And of course, Bañares and Lim still on a roll here as they have continued their hot streak here with a run like this. There's the break. And basically the break from here was pretty much academic at this point. So we're hoping that you all continue to watch some of the great matches we have here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. And coming up next is Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio. Can he get his team back on the winning track? Well, we're gonna find out soon, right after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon, the Sharks, Francisco Django Bustamante, the Legends of Philippine Pool takes on England's own Darren Dynamite Appleton in a blockbuster match coming soon here to the Mecca Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here for updates, which we will announce as soon as they are made available. So right now, Bañares and Lim up by 11 over Cruz and Ignacio. We're gonna have to see if Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio can stop this run and get on fire right with this next rack.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. This looks like a dry break. And there's a safety. He's played there. Oh, Efraim Cruz nearly made that.
Scratch one foul. Room open. Extension.
Jerico Bañares making that fall in, and now it's James Lim's turn to go to work. And 17-5
Bañares
is the
Lim.
score in favor of Bañares and Lim. As we can see here, the demolition job here done by Team Bañares and Lim successfully completed, and Jerico Bañares will be up next to break as well, so we'll be right back.
Warmest greetings to the organizers and participants of the Philippine 10 Ball Open. The local government of Quezon City recognizes the value of engaging the youth of our communities in sports, as this teaches them important life values such as discipline, teamwork, and dedication. We also appreciate billiards as an inclusive sport where age or gender are not barriers towards success. We hope that this initiative may encourage more Filipinos to train for billiards, that they may add to our prestigious roster of world-class athletes. It is therefore with great pride that I welcome you all to the Philippine 10 Ball Open. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Coming soon, the Sharks, the Fire Dragon champion Lin takes on the Kingpin, Baset Mokaibat. It's the Philippines versus Taiwan, exclusively here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here for further updates. So Bañares and Lim roaring off to a hot start with 17-5, and Bañares will be up to break. While Team Ignacio and Cruz have to find a way to fight back. For now, it's looking a lot less likely for the child. Oh, sorry about that. So you can see here the trial here. These players are facing off. It's a war between these two teams of grounded players. And of course, Luis Valencia over on Facebook says, Dennis Po and Camco versus Dino Ocampo and Antonio Lining, please. Well, that's an interesting suggestion, and we hope we can have that coming soon. And Sipag lang says, pagbati sa kaibigang Panday, Mahusay na yan. Husayin mo pa, kapatid. And thanks for supporting Jerico, Panday, Bañares. And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial.
Dito, ito ba kaya? Ayaw, di ba? Kahit dito na. Dito.
Extension.
And the score is now 18-5. Jerico, Bañares, and James Lim rolling their way through here, through another rack, through another break and run. What a solid performance there. Efraim Cruz will be up next to break, and we will continue with day one of this race to 75 after this.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
Coming soon to Sharks, the Black Tiger, Carlo Biado squares off against the Fire Dragon, Chang Jun Lin. That's coming up here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks, so keep it tuned here for the latest updates. Over on Facebook, Eric Mendoza says, Happy birthday sa mama ni Idol Dennis Pro, and good morning sa Sharks on board. Thank you so much, Eric, for tuning in and for being a part of this, being a part of the Sharks family. Of course, as we said here, it's also the birthday of Dennis's mom, Gia Montezon. Again, happy birthday po. We hope that you are having a great day. And looks like Team Bañares and Lim running roughshod here through Team Ignacio and Cruz. So can Efraim Cruz make some ground here, or will we see yet another run from the other side? We'll find out here. And now that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial, and he has a shot on the 1. Position for the 2 looks pretty good. And here comes Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio. Okay, that's not exactly what he hoped for. Kick shot there. Oh, but looks like we opened up the door there. And of course, over at YouTube, Jerome Esteban says, "Hello, Sharks, watching from San Diego, California, USA." So we hope that you're enjoying it there. And the time zone difference, well, right now in Manila, it's 12:14 in the morning of October the 11th. So in the US, so in San Diego, California, that would be, so in San Diego, California, that would be 9:14. I get that correct? Yes, 9:14 a.m. over in California. So what a time difference. And that miss there, again, very. So another opportunity missed there, as Jeffrey Ignacio not quite up to his normal form here, as he's been struggling to get himself there. Oh, looks like James Slim left Jerico Bañares having to go for that jump cue. We're gonna see what Bañares will come up with here. Whoa, nicely executed. That was a great jump shot right there. And so far, Team Ignacio and Cruz have struggled to get out of the gate here after holding steady in the early goings. Bañares and Lim have taken charge of this match, and so far it's looking pretty much like a Bañares and Lim affair. So on the other hand, Jerico Bañares, James Lim, they've been very efficient getting the job done, and they now lead 19-5. And Jeffrey Ignacio just struggling to get any momentum going as he misses this shot. That missed opportunity there. He just hasn't been himself today, and despite that miscue there, well, Jerico Bañares pulling off a very nice jump shot, and that kept his team on the table. And James Lim will be up to break. So if this becomes another break and run, this may be a 20-5 lead. But we'll find out first after this break. Stay tuned. Coming soon, the Sharks, RoboCop Dennis Orculio faces off against the Fire Dragon Chang Junlin. the Money Game Kings of Asia collide in this one-on-one encounter that's coming soon here at the Mecca Pool Sharks. So keep it tuned here for the latest updates. Bañares and Lim up by 14 racks. And a large part of it has also been due to the struggles that Efraim, Cruz, and Jeffrey Ignacio have had in trying to get some sort of chemistry going here. The question is whether they can rebound in time to get themselves back in battle. And of course, hello to Benjamin Gines over on YouTube. And we're glad to see you here online watching this tag team 3-day race to 75. That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And the one ball definitely open, and the other balls seem nicely spread out. Oh, no worries, Benjamin, and we're glad to see that you're watching. We hope that you've managed to bring some of your friends along here to watch this. As we said, this is a race to 75, and day one so far looking a lot like the Jerico Bañares and James Lim show. To 5. That's the score right now. And what a solid run here. Break and run finish for James Lim and Jerico Bañares as they are playing with some great ones here. So Benjamin says he's trying to persuade his nephew to come and test his nerves here. Well, we're sure that he will enjoy it here. He'll be enjoying interacting with some of the top amateurs and pros over here at Sharks. And of course, Jeffrey Ignacio, the Cobra from Las Piñas, who hasn't been quite up to form, is still trying to get his team back in this one. Can he do it? Well, we'll find out soon, right after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Of course, we'd like to congratulate the winner of our Top Guns first event from earlier today. That is the Lone Wolf JPC of Manila. Congratulations, JP, for performing admirably here at the first event here, the Top Guns Challenge. So congratulations. And Top Guns usually features the three of the best players here So they're usually, it's going to be amateurs or pros or both. And either way, JPC for today's event has proven himself worthy to be called a winner. That's from all of us here at Sharks Jamaica Pool, Bugsy Promotions, and Hard Times Sports Bar. So a 20-5 deficit is now facing Team Ignacio and Cruz. Can they come back? Well, Jeffrey Ignacio will be up to break, and he's hoping he can get his fire started. That break was brought to you by Ropo Commercial. Oh no, missed that one. But it looks like, well, this looks like a possible bank here, and Jerico Bañares already looking at it. Well, that shot ends up being short. It's a two-way, so he still ends up in good defensive position. Oh, I'm sure that. Oh, that's gonna come out. There you go. That's a problem right there. It's James Lim now looking at that shot, and Jerico Bañares giving him instructions on where to go. He's giving him the idea of where to go. Uh-oh. It's like Jerico Bañares will have to bail the team out again. Oh, where's that two going? Oh, wow. We thought it was going to go to that corner pocket. Oh no, that didn't go either. Wow. Looks like the force field in that corner pocket has been activated, and it's not liking any balls to just go in.
Extension.
And we can see here James Lim to try and get the two. And that's going to give Jerico Bañares an open lane for that three. And it looks like the rest of his rack is going to be academic at this point. This to go up 21-5 as Jerico Bañares and James Lim going at this full throttle, and this is just day one. So despite some minor hiccups, we are seeing here that Bañares and Lim are running roughshod right now. And Jerico Bañares will be up to break. And let's see if he can stretch that lead even further right after this.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And call jump cues and tips are now available at Hard Time Sports Bar, or you can contact Mr. Jojo Sanchez at 0920-923-8752. Again, call Q-tips and jump cues are available at the Hard Times Sports Bar at Timog Avenue, Barangay South Triangle, Quezon City, or contact Jojo Sanchez at 0920-923-8752. And of course, the winner of our second event from earlier today, the one and only George Zimatarsi Ong from Quezon City, as he wins the 10-man ring challenge. And for those looking for the numbers, our podium finishers are 7, 4, and 2. That's right. 7, 4, and 2 are our podium finishers for the 10-man ring challenge from earlier today for October 10, 2022. Congratulations again to Zimatarsi George Ong. Jerico Bañares will be up to break next, and if they can do yet another break and run out, this will be a 22-5 margin.
Break.
And this break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. Look at how he broke it here. Admittedly, though, not the best position to have the one in. So we are going to see what happens. Jerico Bañares basically plotting a strategy here. Oh, and he went for the shot there. Well, fortunately, a lot of distance there. And it's close to the rail, so that's going to be a difficult shot for Jeffrey Ignacio, who has struggled to get his form here as he's made a lot of crucial errors. He tried going for that. And looks like we're going to see the shot here from Bañares. Looks like he didn't quite get the cover he wanted. Efraim Cruz taking advantage there. Now, they have to take these shots because, again, they're trailing by quite a significant margin here. That's their first rank win in quite a while as they finally break that long dry spell that they had. So as we can see here, Efraim Cruz helping the team get back on track with that key shot. And this is now looking to be just a little bit more interesting. But that's still quite a big lead that they have to overcome. And Efraim Cruz will be up next to break, and we will continue in just a few.
Warmest greetings to the organizers and participants of the Philippine 10 Ball Open. The local government of Quezon City recognizes the value of engaging the youth of our communities in sports, as this teaches them important life values such as discipline, teamwork, and dedication. We also appreciate billiards as an inclusive sport where age or gender are not barriers towards success. We hope that this initiative may encourage more Filipinos to train for billiards, that they may add to our prestigious roster of world-class athletes. It is therefore with great pride that I welcome you all to the Philippine 10 Ball Open. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
And of course, the winner of our one-on-one race to 75 from October 7 to 9, the main event for those 3 days, of course, was Antonio Vice-Lining of Oriental Mindoro. Congratulations for winning a marathon match here, as he won by a score of 75 to 61 against Albert Espinola. And of course, this is from all of us here at Sharks the Mecca Pool, along with Bugsy Promotions and Hard Times Sports Bar. So congratulations again to Antonio Lining. Great performance there. And coming up next to break will be Efraim Cruz from Team Ignacio and Cruz. Okay, will this be the start of their comeback? Well, we'll find out soon. So let's wait for this one as Efraim Cruz prepares to break.
Break.
That break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. Looking at that. And they have a shot at the 1. Although getting position for the 3 might be a bit tricky. Looks like he might have run it a little more than he wanted. Oh, and he hit that a little thick. So it looks like now Jerico Bañares strides to the table in confident fashion, and he is looking to get them up here. So he stretches out. Nicely done there. Stretches beautifully. James Lim up next here with this shot. Very nicely executed there, as James Lim lands in great, gives Jerico Bañares a nice position there. looks like he overran it slightly. And Jericho basically pointing, I wanted it to stop there, not there. But anyway, Bañares still the consummate pro, still makes that happen. No problems there. As Jericho Bañares taking charge with that rack and basically just giving a quick reminder to his partner here. But look at this shot here. Great position on the 5. So it was only at the 9 where any problems came up. And we'll see it here where he slightly overran position, but somehow was able to get it in. And Jericho Bañares, solid performance there. And James Lim will be up to break. This is to try and get themselves a break and run to rack 23, to their 23rd rack. But we'll see what James Lim will come up here, right here at the Mega Pool Sharks. We'll be right back.
This is a new world of pool. Home of legends. A battleground where top contenders from around the world gather to become champions. A stepping stone for rising stars to prove they have what it takes to rank among the best. Welcome to Sharks.
So if you want to be a member of the growing Sharks roster of talent, feel free to contact Mr. Alex Parker at 0916-466-4695. Again, that's 0916-466-4695. All screenings will be held at the Hard Times Sports Bar every Sunday from 3 p.m. onwards at Timog Avenue, Barangay South Triangle, Quezon City. So that's where Hard Times Sports Bar is located. And of course, contact Mr. Alex Parker at 0916-466-4695 if you want to join us here. And we're always welcoming new talent here, and we hope that you will take this opportunity to join the great league here that is Sharks. So coming up next, James Lim to break. Can he continue the strong momentum here? We'll find out soon. And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. And it looks like he might have gotten a problem here with the 1, as the 2 just ended up right in the path here.
Option.
So he basically leaves a push out here. So the push out is basically to just give whoever wants it the opening. And Jeffrey Ignacio missing that one. He has just continued to struggle here. Meanwhile, James Lim and Jerico Bañares have been a lot more consistent here, as evidenced by the score. So it's going to take a huge comeback here from Ignacio and Cruz. So Jericho's got a look here. He's thinking he'll force this into the side and then go off the rails to get back into position for the 3, which is exactly what he does. He calls for the bridge. Well, he decides to go instead for the Q extension. gets a bit of a lucky hit on the 9. And looks like this might be all she wrote right here.
Winner.
And the score is now 23-6. Jerico, Bañares, James Lim, both running through the rack. And they have kept this momentum going, amazingly enough. That's to go up 23-6 in this race to 75. And Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio still trying to find a semblance of consistent form. He'll be up to break right up here at Sharks.
Hello, this is only the beginning of a great new adventure in Philippine pool. In paving the way to our filing of a bill to support our Philippine billiards icon, especially the top of the list, Efraim Bata Reyes. It is with great pride that we welcome you all to the first ever Philippine 10-Ball Open.
Of course, the 2022 Philippine 10-Ball Open presented by Congressman Arnie Teves and the BMPAP takes off on October 24th and 31, 2022. For an entrance fee of just 300 pesos, you can be part of the prize pool worth 1.5 million pesos. This will be a double knockout format in the opening stages, and then this will progress to single knockout once we get to the top 64, and the eliminated player will be paying for the game table. Registration is until October 16, 2022. We have limited slots at 512 players only. For inquiries, contact Ms. Nads Ramos at 0956-841-6602. Again, Ms. Nads Ramos at 0956-841-6602. This is being brought to you through partnerships with the BMPAP, Bugsy Promotions, Hard Times Sports Bar, and the Mecca of Pool Sharks. So, of course, we're going now to day 1, and that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. But of course, the layout doesn't favor let's see here what we can do. So he decides to hide it with a 6, which is pretty sound stretchy. And the struggles continue for Jeffrey the Cobra Ignacio, as he has been unable to get out of the gate. He has struggled with his form here. Meanwhile, Jerico, Bañares, and James Lim have been a lot more consistent for the most part, and this has allowed them to get out in front.
Extension.
Kahit hindi siya umabot dito, matagal dito rin pumabot.
And this time, James Lim elects to go for a safe. Efraim Cruz will most likely be going for a kick here. Oh, that was a miss. That was a very important miss there. Because with that, Bañares and Lim get ball in hand. And more crucially, it could be the end of this rack as they go to the hill for the first day. Sorry about that. I think we had a little something go on here. Anyway, if you'd like to check out our social media channels here over on Facebook, Jerry Valencia Guevara says, shout out po kay Boss Julvin Santillan ng Sabang, Puerto Galera, Oriental, Mindoro. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for watching, and we hope that you are enjoying this. And this to go to the hill for day one.
Winner, Bañares Lim.
And Jerico, Bañares, and James Lim have been the story tonight with their very stellar, consistent form. And they are now just one rack away from closing out day one. And Jerico Bañares will be up to break, so this could be the final rack for day one right here. And we'll be right back as we get to this possible final rack for day one.
Secret weapon of champions. Engineered to perfection. Battle tested. A warrior spear. Caw Jump Cues. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
And of course, coming from October 14 to 16, we'll have another Tag Team Pro-Am special. It's another 3-night event with a race to 75, where we will feature Rodrigo Geronimo and Nino Campo teaming up on one side to take on Dennis Orcolio and Dennis Poe on the other. It will be, of course, following World 9-Ball rules. And this is a match that we're having courtesy of Bugsy Promotions, Saksi, Hard Time Sports Bar, and of course, Sharks, the Mecca of Pool. So this match is coming up real soon. And meanwhile, the team of Jerico Bañares and James Lim, the babyface assassin and Panday, have just been too much for Rem and the Cobra so far. And we are going to see if Jerico Bañares can seal the deal for day one on this break, which, by the way, is being brought to you by Europa Commercial. So you can see here, pretty good break. The question now here is whether they can close it out. So the good break so far. And the official checking here. So it looks like he will try to remove the racking device, which is a turtle rack. And this So they'll set it up. So just making sure here, the referee's just double checking, making sure that the 6 ball is in the proper position here, because he was already trying to remove the rack, because of course the rack, it does affect how the balls behave, especially when the ball rolls right over them. So we are going to see what happens next. Look, this one looks slightly straight. And you're looking at what to do here. So we are here. Oh, looks like he left it open. And this looks like the opportunity for the Cobra to come on in and attack. This one to bring themselves to within 17. And Efraim Cruz puts that away. And it looks like the team of Cruz and Ignacio refusing to go away quietly here, despite their struggles here in day 1. So you can see here, Jerico Bañares, he was trying to hide it there, but apparently couldn't quite get that done. And that was the story of this rack right here. Efraim Cruz will be up to break. The call center agent from Mandaluyong will be next up, and he'll be right back.
Secret weapon of champions. Battle tested. Engineered to perfection. The tip of the spear. Core Q-tips. Available at Hard Time Sports Bar.
Coming soon, the Sharks, Antonio Weislini, the man of 1,000 monikers and one of the Philippine pool's most steady players, takes on Darren Dynamite Appleton of England. This match is coming soon here. It's courtesy of the Mecca Pool Sharks and Bugsy Promotions. For more details, check out our YouTube and Facebook pages. Look for Sharks 9 Ball, and we'll be sure to have the updates here for you as soon as they are available. So still a 17 rack lead for team Lim and Bañares. They are still solid here. Meanwhile, team Ignacio and Cruz still way behind. They're still in the single digits. And we're going to see here if Efraim Cruz can continue this resurgence from this side. And That break brought to you by Ropa Commercial.
Extension.
Extension.
Well, he got the 2 to go and somewhat broke up that cluster. Of course, the 3 to go to the side. And the rack should be pretty... And the rack should right itself from there.
Winner, Ignacio Cruz.
And at the end of that rack, it's 24 to 8. Ignacio and Cruz failing, not, well, actually, they're more like they're not failing to show that they still have fight here. They're still battling back, and they've been solid here in the last couple of racks, especially.
Warmest greetings to the organizers and participants of the Philippine 10 Ball Open. The local government of Quezon City recognizes the value of engaging the youth of our communities in sports, as this teaches them important life values such as discipline, teamwork, and dedication. We also appreciate billiards as an inclusive sport where age or gender are not barriers towards success. We hope that this initiative may encourage more Filipinos to train for billiards, that they may add to our prestigious roster of world-class athletes. It is therefore with great pride that I welcome you all to the Philippine 10 Ball Open. Maraming salamat at mabuhay tayong lahat.
Coming soon, the Sharks, Francisco Django Bustamante squares off against Darren Dynamite Appleton. It's a battle of East and West as the veterans take on each other in a battle of skill that you can see only here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. It's also being brought to you in partnership with Bugsy Promotions and the Hard Times Sports Bar. So as we can see here, we're down to a 24 to 8 margin, and James Lim looks like he's up to break next, and we will find out if they can close it out here, they can close out day one, or if the rally will continue for Ignacio and Cruz.
Break.
And that break was brought to you by Ropa Commercial. The 1 looks open, and looks like the 2 and the 3 are also available as well. So Jerico Bañares giving instructions to James Lim. So Jerico saying, land it near that center of the table so that we have the shot we're looking for. Oh, well. It's going to be challenging here. Jericho now wondering which shot to go for. Whether he'll go for the blind shot or he'll go for the thin cut instead, or if he'll go for the cut instead. So he takes advantage there. Great play. And it looks like he gets his partner James great position on that 7 ball. Jerico Bañares now with the 8. And this 9 ball to end day 1 of this race to 75 over 3 days.
Winner, Bañares
And that
and Lim.
closes up day 1 right there. As Jerico Bañares and James Lim hold a commanding lead here of 25-8 in this to end the first day. And of course, this will continue tomorrow, so we'll have 2 more days of this showdown. So as we take a look here at the highlights of this rack, this has been pretty much the story for much of the match. The efficiency of Bañares and Lim versus the struggles that have plagued Team Ignacio and Cruz. Well, we're going to see this. So this is going to be it for today. So again, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in to the Mecca of Pool Sharks, and we hope to see you all tomorrow. So on behalf of the production team and everyone else here at Sharks, this is Canon Dayrit saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be signing off for now. So we hope that you will continue to tune in tomorrow and in the days to come for more great action here at only here at the Mecca of Pool Sharks. Take care and stay safe, everyone.